Hey, what is going on, YouTube? Hey, Aaron here. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and guys. It's time for the patch notes once again. A day late and a dollar short here with the January update. Anchors up. We've got the Tier 8 British destroyer Somme on the horizon for the campaign ship. It looks interesting. Looks fun. We've got a few other good bits of information and news here in the patch notes. However, anything after the last update is going to feel light, and honestly, this update is light anyway. So let's just roll with it, right? Born of Battle campaign, the Kremlin is actually pretty exciting, but unfortunately it's a marathon. The French Navy event here, the collaboration, and the Azur Lane Wave 7 here. Also, don't forget to use this code. Type it into the code redeemer on the World of Warships Legends website here, and you get yourself a little crate. So here's the too long didn't read version. Campaign featuring British Tier 8 Premium Destroyer Somme. I know I'm 99% sure it's Somme, but I'm going to say Somme to make my fellow Brits mad. Or my friendly viewer Brits mad there, and the anti-viewers. So, start of a marathon for Soviet legendary battleship Kremlin, Azur Lane Wave 7, French Navy event, Lunar New Year, New Bureau Project, Fleet Cup Season 6, new seasons of Ranked and Brawl, full release of Japanese hybrids, and 2 new modifications. I'm actually pretty excited for this. So, Born of Battle, the Somme here, 20,000 hit points, 34 knot speed, top speed rather, which is really slow, all things considered, but that's sort of par for the course for those British steam-powered destroyers there. 113 millimeter guns with a 10.9 firing range, 4-second reload. All things considered, this thing looks pretty average. However, you do get access to longer range torpedoes, and those British torpedoes typically do pretty well. I'm not sure if you get the ability to single fire, then I'm sure we will. If anyone's played this Somme on PC or has an idea, let us know in the comments below. But we do get sonar, smoke generator, the access to either the repair party or that torpedo reload booster. So with a 12-kilometer range and the ability to potentially follow up, set some fires with these faster firing guns, this thing could be something to deal with, right? The Jutland feels really weak at Tier 8. Just considering that the tier before is the Lightning, which is arguably really strong, and the Daring is very strong at Legendary tier, even with the release of some of the destroyers that can counter it pretty well, aka the Z-52 or the Vampire 2 there. But I'm still excited to try the ship. It looks fun. I love British destroyers. They're arguably some of the best in the game, as we just mentioned there. But it's going to be a 5-week, 100-milestone campaign. And if you play this game as little as I do now, then the campaigns are going to be the best bang for your buck. All of these supplies here, which are listed below and on the screen now. The Kremlin Marathon, I'm super excited to try this. I hope Wargaming gives us this ship right away so we can whale, or not whale, but look like we're whaling and go out there on the open seas and absolutely obliterate broadsides. Super heavy Russian battleship there, 457s, and one of the best armor schemes in the game, as well as the most health, I think. I'm not sure how that's going to play in with the Aki, but I think it will have the most health in the game. We'll see. Massive broadside, though, and I will be a huge damage pinata for pretty much everyone that wants a taste. So, and unfortunately, it's through the marathon, so you guys won't see this for 4 months, even though this should have been in the game 5 years ago, or 3 months, however long it'll be. But anyway, collect those ship parts and get yourself the ship here. Yeah, the Big Booby Azur Lane Wave 7, they're back. And yeah, all of them just... what are we... oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Anyway, it looks like we've got 5 different commanders here. Do they talk about them? Vittorio Veneto, Aguirre, Tallinn, Massachusetts, and Z-24. So a little bit, maybe a little teaser here, the Z-24. I don't think that's in the game. And yes, 4 new ships and a special skin. Yippee! I'm not a huge fan of this style of content. However, the commanders, they typically are slightly better. I've always said that it's never the commander, it's always the captain. However, the commanders do help, like, 2 to 3%. So if you had two equal players and two equal ships, the one with arguably the better commander would probably come out victorious on an aggregate more times than the opposite. But that's neither here nor there. You guys have seen us wreck with standard commanders and the pay-to-win commanders, as it's called. But those will be up in the store, I'm sure, for an obnoxious amount of money. And yeah, we'll go over those. French Navy event, new skins calendar, and commander. The guys here, but this is Charles Blair. Looks pretty good here. He offers a unique base trait as well as a unique skill. I think he will be... he will have the Merde de Courage mission, which will reward you with the new French commander. The base trait here, Officer de Tir, improving your destroyer main battery range by up to 3%, and damage of destroyers against destroyers by up to 4%. Unique skill, Strong Diplomacy, increasing destroyer main battery traverse speed by up to 3.2 degrees per second, and main battery reload booster duration by up to 22.5%. So a very tailor-made commander. However, for something like the Marceau or pretty much any and all of the French destroyers, this is probably going to be the go-to build. You'll have go all out, you'll have mortar, you'll have pretty much everything you could want or need in a gunboat commander, including fully packed. So yeah, this looks to be a pretty gnarly commander. But we'll try that out. I haven't got the banger game I want in Marceau yet, although she's still really strong. Lunar New Year, discounts in the store and special mission. This is cool. But yeah, if you're interested in that, make sure you don't miss it. The Gutan Lu here. Haven't played her in a while. I almost feel dirty just playing the airstrike ships. Now we'll go out and meme in Louisiana every now and then, and of course the Aki is the newer toy to abuse players with. But the Gudon is back in the store here, or the bureau rather, and yeah, she'll be in the game. So 283mm guns and the airstrikes. I'm not sure why Wargaming is leaning, and now I know why they're doing it. It's just ships to sell and new gimmicks, right, which draw in new eyes and therefore more money. But I'm not sure why they're favoring like airstrikes and carriers and stuff as opposed to just more surface combat. But I know people are going to be like, well, it was a part of actual naval combat. The carriers were very impactful in the war. And every time I hear that, I just see someone who doesn't understand like the nuances of a video game that has to have balance. But when we airstrike you 8 times with a with a triple division of these, then well, you'll want that balance back. Fleet Cup Season 6 ranked battles 93 and 94, Brawl Season 35 and 36, and the full release of the Japanese hybrids. The last thing here, and probably something that I'm really excited about, is the new modifications: chromium plated barrels and supercharges. So we are getting our way into dangerous territories here. But the chromium-plated barrels improve main battery dispersion by 5%, can be installed in slot 3 of all ships Tier 6 and higher, as well as on several lower-tiered ships, Nassau, Bellerophon, Turin, Arkansas, and Iwaki. So get ready to absolutely seal club newer players with that, as well as supercharges, improve AP shell and bomb penetration by 10% and increase main battery range by 5% at the cost of shell grouping, worsening by 5%. Can be installed on slot 2 on all British and Commonwealth ships, Tier 5 and higher, and the Tier 3 battleship Bellerophon. Okay, so is it just British ships? I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm not understanding this correctly, but regardless, we're gonna try out this one for sure. Something just super Stalingrad. That would be insane. But I'm excited to try these. Now this one here reminds me a little bit of the premium ammo in World of Tanks. Now, of course, you do have to, I'm guessing you'll have to use steel to get these. I don't know if these are simply modifications or if they're like premium modifications. Um, you may have to. What is slot 3? Slot 3 is like concealment and rudder shift, right? Typically. So regardless, we'll have to investigate this obviously when the update comes out. But yeah, that's the quick and dirty of the patch notes there. Sorry for the lateness of it, but yeah, life's going really well right now, and it's too busy as well. I'm trying to do multiple things, as you guys are well aware of. So the 2 hours of free time I get, I just hop right on stream and try to spend some time with you guys and enjoy the good times while they're here. But those are the patch notes. I love you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Good, bad, indifferent. They feel a little light to me, obviously, as I said in the beginning. Anything after the last update will feel light. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I love you guys. I'll see you tonight on stream. We're going to be playing ships with the boys, with the lads, and then a little bit of Red Sec. I'm really enjoying that. And we're like top 5 or 10% with our KD and win rate in that. Like it's a lot of fun, man, and we're decent at it. And of course we have our moments, but that creates for the good times. All right, like I said, love you guys. I'm out. Peace. Have a good Friday. Peace.